Good morning. Guess what day it is? October 28th, 2024. It's Statue of Liberty Dedication Day. The Statue of Liberty has a rich history. It was created by a French sculptor. It was engineered with a steel frame. The construction began in Paris in 1865 and was completed in July of 1884. It was a gift to the United States by the people of France. And it was the celebration of the 100th anniversary of American independence. The gift was intended to recognize the United States as a champion of liberty and to encourage the French to support the same ideals. The statue was disassembled and shipped to the United States aboard a French Navy ship. It arrived in New York Harbor on June 17, 1885, and was reassembled on Liberty Island over the next 4 months. The statue was officially dedicated on October 28, 1886. The statue's raised right hand holds a torch to represent the light that shows the path of freedom. The tablet in her left hand bears the date of the Declaration of Independence, adoption in Roman numerals. There are other Statue of Liberties in other countries, believe it or not. Smaller versions of the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty represents freedom. We all want it. We want to be able to live our lives as we feel best for us. There was a book I read years ago called Future Shock. The author wrote in the book, and I quote, "Freedom, pressed to its ultimate, negates itself." When I read that, I remembered it over the years, because to me what that said was, if I try to force my liberty to do anything and everything I want on someone else, then I take away their liberty. Liberty comes, real freedom comes with responsibility. We have to realize that our actions have consequences on other people. Paul in the Bible was asked if it was okay to eat meat that had been offered to idols. Paul responded in 1 Corinthians 8:4, "Therefore, concerning the eating of things offered to idols, we know that an idol is nothing in the world, and that there is no other God but one." So, first of all, Paul says, well, an idol's nothing, so if you're offering meat to this idol, that idol is really nothing. Then he goes on in verse 8 and 9 and says, "But food does not commend us to God, for neither if we eat are we better, nor if we do not eat are we worse. But beware lest somehow this liberty of yours becomes a stumbling block to those who are weak." Lastly, in verse 13, he says, "Therefore, if food makes my brother stumble, I will never again eat meat, lest I make my brother stumble." So I want you to think today, as you think about the Statue of Liberty and the freedom it stands for, think about how you exercise your freedom. You have a responsibility to consider the consequences of your actions. We are not free to abuse others. We are not free to be abusive. We're not free to do things that will harm others. We're not free to do that. We're not free to impose our will on others. We can try to convince. We can call. We can present to them our case. But we, in our freedom, must allow others their freedom as well. So, what kind of freedom do you have today? Do you have a bully freedom? Or do you have a loving freedom that says, I love you, and I'm allowing you to make your choice, but I will always, as Paul would have said, be concerned that what I do would not lead you away from the Lord, but to the Lord.